Ghost Rag Quilt Part 1. The first thing I'm going to do is cut out 12-inch by 12-inch squares of this pink ghost fabric. Y'all, it's so cute.
I don't have a master plan. I'm just making it up as I go. I had this idea. I know it's going to be precious, but I have to make 2 of them. So the first thing I'm doing is cutting out some 12-inch by 12-inch blocks and some 12-inch by 12-inch flannel, because that's going to go in between my pieces of cotton fabric.
And I don't want mine to be even remotely scary, so I'm going to make my ghost out of these precious florals. Y'all know I'm super proud of this. Very, very proud of it. And we're going to use this to make our ghost. So I'm going to choose the fabrics I want my ghost to be.
Now, I have little ladies, so I want mine to be soft and sweet. But if you wanted yours to be more Halloween-y, you could do some more traditional fabrics. That's totally up to you.
I want to make sure my ghosts are not too close to this same color pink, because I want you to be able to see them on my blocks. Now, I'm going to trace my ghost on the back of them, and then I'm going to cut them out. I'm just using a Sharpie to trace my ghost, but obviously you can use whatever you want. If you'd prefer to use some kind of fabric something, it's a great idea.
This is my ghost template from the collection of templates that Missouri Star Quilt Company just created from my patterns. And y'all, I'm so proud of it. I want to make all of the things with these, but we're going to start with this ghost rag quilt.
Now I'm going to lay one block down, and then I want a piece of flannel, because I'm going to sew my ghost to the flannel and cut it out and sew it on the quilt block. But I want to make sure that my quilt block stands out from the background fabric. Now this big part right here popped out, and it's an eye, and you can use it to trace around, or you can just trace on the inside like I'm doing. Cut your eyes out.
Now I'm checking every piece of fabric that I chose and adding my eyes, because I want to make sure that you can see my ghost, because my background fabric is printed and my ghost is printed, and I don't want them to be too close to the same color or you won't be able to see them.
I didn't think I was going to give her a mouth, but I think we should. So cute, y'all.
The smaller hole in the template is the mouth template, and it pops out too. You can use it to trace around, or you can trace the inside of it like I just did. So now I'm going back and cutting out all of my mouths.
The first thing I'm going to do is go and sew each one of my ghosts on some flannel. I'm just going to straight stitch around the eyes in black thread, and then straight stitch around the body. Actually, I'm going to straight stitch all of the eyes on while I have the black thread, and then I'm going to change my thread probably to a tan to stitch the outline of every ghost, and then we'll cut them out.
My squares are 12 inches by 12 inches, and they're all cotton, the front and the back. I decided to use flannel behind my ghost because I want my ghost to have a little bit of lift, but you can do it without the flannel. I've laid my ghost on top of my flannel. I'm stitching down his eyes and his mouth. I'm going to change my thread color, go around his whole body, and then I'm going to cut all of my ghost out. I've decided to make these quilts 4 by 4, so that's 16 total blocks, 8 ghosts, and 8 patchwork. You'll need 16 12 by 12 blocks for the back, and then 8 12 by 12 blocks for the front. That's what your ghosts are going to go on. And I cut those out of that precious pink ghost fabric. And now my sweet Olivia is helping me work on the patchwork that's going to go in between. But now it's time for me to get dinner ready. So meet me right back here, and we'll do some more of our ghost rag quilt. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.